Andrea Gastaldi, 1826-1889. Pietro Micca, about to light the mine, turns his final thoughts to God and country. 1858. Oil on canvas, 204 centimeters by 164 centimeters. Vertical format. Sign on bottom right. This large painting depicts Pietro Micca, a young soldier from Piedmont. He is portrayed facing the viewer and kneeling as he is about to blow up several small barrels of gunpowder. The style is realistic, and the painting is rich in detail. Pietro Micca is considered a national hero. In 1706, during the French siege, he orchestrated an explosion of a tunnel in the Cittadella, a key entry point. He sacrificed his own life to block the tunnel and stop the French grenadiers from breaking into the heart of the fortress. The scene takes place underground, below the citadel. The figure of the protagonist emerges from the darkness, illuminated almost exclusively by the flame of the short fuse he's holding in his right hand. Gastaldi depicts him moments before he blows up the barrels, conferring to the painting a moral and virtuous value. Pietro Micca is inside a dark tunnel, kneeling. His left knee is on the ground. Only the tip of his foot is visible under his long army jacket. His right leg is bent towards the foreground, with his foot firmly placed on the floor, his knee cast in the light of the flame. Pietro Micca looks upward, as if he were saying a final prayer before sacrificing himself. His face is slender and young-looking, with a stubbly beard. His hair and mustache are black. With his left hand, to the right of the viewer, he is opening a small wooden door of a storage room full of barrels filled with gunpowder. In his right hand, he holds a fuse. He's dressed in the uniform of the Savoy army, reproduced in all its details. A light-colored fabric tied in a knot around his neck, a knee-length dark green jacket called a justaucorps with golden buttons, each one stitched on a red strip. His brown pants are covered by the knee-high gaiters made of tight-fitting bands of fabric, typical of military uniforms and worn above the pant leg for protection. They are gray with small side buttons. Pietro Micca also wears a baldric, that is a wide sword belt placed diagonally over the right shoulder and across his chest. Only the hilt is visible from his side. In the bottom left of the painting, there's his hat, placed upside down on the floor, in matching colors with its uniform, dark green with red trim, and a small metal lantern in the shape of a bottle, with a handle on the side, and an open glass panel on the other, exposing the flame. In the right part of the canvas, there's a small open door that leads to a storage space filled with barrels. The door's lock, with the large key, is in the foreground. Above this rectangular opening, there's a writing that reads number 6. The entrance to the tunnel is shaped as an arch and made of bricks laid vertically, while the walls are all in exposed brick. The upper portion of the painting is dark, as the room is lit only by the flame from the fuse. The image of this Piedmont artilleryman who sacrificed his own life in defense of the city against the French army was quite popular during the 1800s. Presented as an example of loyalty to the king and his country, during the Risorgimento, his act took on patriotic undertones. The event in itself is therefore a pretext for spreading the true message the painter wanted to convey, that of a person's sacrifice for an ideal. Already famous for his talent, with this work, Gastaldi confirmed his reputation. This helped him to become professor of painting at the Accademia Albertina in Turin.